Merrigan, you have placed an emphasis on helping producers supply local markets and developing regional food hubs. One way to help these producers is to avoid stifling innovation through overregulation. On our second panel, we're going to hear from one of my constituents who has embraced regional foods by building his own federally inspected packing plant to process his beef. Recently, the Grain Inspection Packers and Stockyards Administration issued a proposed rule to regulate how packers buy and sell their livestock. Given the vague language in that proposed rule and the very brief economic analysis that accompanied it, is USDA taking steps to analyze the regulatory consequences for small producers and co-ops who vertically integrate their operations?
Senator, that proposed rule, I'm not sure if we're going to get as many comments as we got in that 265,603 on the first proposed rule in organic, but clearly it has enlivened the countryside. People are really reading it. They're providing comments to us. Because of all the interest, we've extended the comment period to November 22nd. And so we will wait until we get the full record in of people's input to act, of course, but I want to assure you that we will be very cognizant of the concerns of small and mid-sized producers as we move forward.
Well, I would just say that this is really a critical proposal that's coming out of GIPSA, in that I'm not sure we've ever seen anything like this in American agriculture before. We've had issues with vertical integration, and we'll always have issues with vertical integration. But if you've got somebody that's making the investment and putting the time and work into producing a better product, and they're not going to be able to get compensated for that, then that type of regulation is going to stifle innovation and is not going to be helpful. So I hope as we go through that discussion on that proposed regulation, and while you may not have as many as you had under the organic proposal 20 years ago, let me tell you, it is just as emotional, I promise you, because I've heard from them, as has everybody else on this committee. The department released the 2008 organic survey earlier this year. By reviewing that document, we were able to gain a better understanding regarding the size and scope of the organic industry. In reviewing the tables, it's interesting to note that 15% of all organic farms, those with sales higher than $250,000, are responsible for 82% of all sales, and the majority of farms, those with sales less than $50,000 annually, represent only 2% of all sales. A similar statistic for all farms in the 2007 census would be that 10% of all farms represent 85% of sales. It would seem that organic agriculture utilizes the same advantages of scale and concentration as we see in the rest of U.S. agriculture. What's your view on this? Do you see concentration and future consolidation in the organic industry to be as much of a threat to this sector as the department views trends in the livestock or seed industries?
Absolutely. We have seen consolidation in the organic marketplace, and that is of concern to a number of players. We want that marketplace to be competitive, and we want there to be opportunities for farmers and ranchers in all 50 states of all various sizes. So we will keep a very close eye on that. Let me say that I think that this market continues to grow. Even in this economic downturn, we may not be in double-digit growth every year. We're more at the 15 to 17% mark, but it's still growing. And what we also see from that NASS survey is that while the farmers are having higher costs of production, they're also getting a higher net at the end of the day. And that's not relevant. That's whether you're a big guy or a little guy or a middle-sized guy. That people are able, through those premiums and through their production practices, able to make a livelihood out of organic. I think that's good news, and I think that will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator.